talking about some of the lesser-known players heading into the season, Bobby Shomont. Great season so far, 62 points. That's a
leading
career
scorer.
best. Yeah, leading scorer. What do you make of his play, and how valuable has he been to this Comets team? Because I know the voting for the end of the year player awards are coming up. Where do you see this guy ranking as far as most valuable?
I don't know. I don't know who the most valuable player is right now. And you're stealing my thunder because that was going to be my story for next week.
Well, we can.
But that's
we'll
okay.
talk about
But
it next week.
don't worry about
I
it.
just want to throw Shomont's stats out there because
I'll come up
they're
with something
impressive.
else. He is, and it was really big for him to get the 2 goals this week, and really, really big to get the power play going again. It's like when Bobby goes on a power play, that's kind of how the team goes in a way. You know, I mean, when he's confident out there and knows that he's going to get good shots, they're relaxed, and it sets up well for them. But Bobby's been struggling up to now too. I mean, he's had a real slump going for a while before, this weekend. So that was great to see him get going again.
And you got a couple of games against Laredo.
The schedule sets up perfectly.
Yeah, it's really
nice.
nice.
If you had an extra $5,000 taken to Vegas, they're going to finish first because they got 5 out of 6 at home, and they're against Dayton and Laredo. I think there's Quad City next Wednesday or Tuesday, too.
Wednesday, yeah.
So Evansville's got to go to Rapid City. Evansville's got to go to Missouri. They got 1 out of their, or 2 out of their final 6 games at home. I mean, the schedule is right there for them, but it was right there for them last week too. It's been there for them, and so.
So you say they're going to finish first?
I think they're going to finish first.
Yeah, after all the things you've been saying in this show,
I know.
You still think they're going to finish first?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I think they have the talent. I think they have the coaching. I think they've got the kids. They've got the energy. They've got the home schedule. It's time to put all that together finally. It's time to let those things work for you. And that didn't happen last weekend. It's like maybe that was a wake-up call.
But finishing first, while it's nice in the regular season, you're ultimately judged on how you do in the playoffs.
Well,
and you were saying last week you thought it was important for the Comets to get in Evansville's heads. Do you think Evansville's in the Comets' heads now?
I think it's gotten to the point where second round doesn't matter who's got home ice.
Yeah.
It doesn't. The Comets have won 3 or 4 games down there. Evansville's won 3 or 4 games up here. What's the matter? And it's not like they've done it real early and then they've gotten it fixed in the second half that nobody's been able to touch anybody in their home ice. It's like, no, that's not true.
Do you feel like anybody can challenge those teams?
No.
In the Turner Conference? It's those teams.
I think Missouri could if Missouri gets hot. I mean, they've got the goaltending. They've got some of the veterans. They've got some offensive guys. You wonder about their defense. But their goaltending is every bit as good as the Comets in Evansville. You know what? And we talked about Rapid City. Once their goalie got hurt, they've been playing pretty good, And the Comets need them to play real good this weekend because they've got Evansville.
Yeah.
And Tim Boron's really picked it up there for them.
You mentioned the penalty kill and the power play a little bit. 3 out of 11 on the power play this past week, so pretty good. Comets are third in the CHL in power play this year. 1 out of 11 on the penalty kill, another very good number. They're 5th in penalty kill. We always harp on the special teams and the importance, but when you take a look at
it's because they don't beat anybody 5-on-5.
Well, the body of work says that special teams are pretty good for the Comets.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, and they'll change things up and they'll tweak it for the playoffs depending on who they play, and as long as you've got Nick in goal, you're going to be a good penalty killing team. He's really good and solid, and Henley and Bryant have just played so well. They are rocks out there for that kind of thing. They do so well with that. And, they'll figure that part out because you've got Colin and Auger and Smitty and, you got Stefan Thorne, you got Schrocky to kill penalties. They will get it figured out. And they'll, Al and Gary Graham are really great at putting up playoff scouting reports and figuring out the little detail things. So they'll get that figured out.
Gary Graham, the theatrics, the fireworks.
There you go.
There you go. As far as this week, as we wrap this show up, talk about what you're looking forward to most in the Laredo games. What is going to be the telltale signs that this Comets team has rebounded from a week that was disappointing, I think, in their eyes?
Laredo is awful on the road. Laredo has faced the 13th toughest schedule out of the 14-team league. Laredo is not very good. Put them away. Do it early. Let's relax. Let's, put them away and step on them. Don't let them in the game. Don't even let that be an option. Just step on them. Get it over with. This is the team you should dominate. How many times this year have we seen teams they should dominate, they let them hang around?
Dayton.
Yeah, and Bloomington, and and Quad City. Although they've done pretty good against Quad City,
Especially at Quad City, they've been awesome.
Right, but I mean, it's like step on them. Show some killer instinct. Let's see it. Let's see some fire. And I don't mean go out and fight everybody. I mean, let's see some passion. Let's see some teamwork. Let's see some puck support. Let's see you guys playing together. And that really didn't happen.
Hopefully we'll see it this coming week as bloodthirsty Blake Sebring will have plenty to talk about next week on Inside the Zone. Stefan, he's going for the jugular.
But still, I mean, come on. This is what you should do to these teams at this time of the year when you're getting ready for the playoffs.
I cannot disagree. I cannot disagree, but I will agree to disagree next week on Inside the Zone when we talk about the comments once more. He's Blake. I'm Glenn. We'll see you then.